Welcome back. Many Nigerians are familiar with the term police extortion, although the Nigerian Police Force has repeatedly noted that extortion accusations do not represent the entire force, but rather that there are only a few bad eggs in the force who exhibit this unprofessional behavior. The United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime states that police officers receive over 1/3 of all bribes paid in Nigeria, accounting for 35.7% of the total. Recently, the Nigerian Police Force suspended 4 officers implicated in the theft of 43.16 million naira from a total of 74.95 million naira recovered during an unauthorized arrest at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja.
The officers allegedly reported only 31.79 million naira as the recovered amount, concealing the remaining 43.16 million naira. According to a statement by the force spokesperson, Muyiwa Adejobi, investigations revealed that the officers conspired to steal part of the cash and attempted to hide their tracks by claiming technical issues with evidence and spreading false narratives.
But he told you that he just came into the country.
My brother, go good this 500 milligram paracetamol.
See, what we are doing, let him do whatever you are doing. Where is he coming from? Where you saw it? Look at my bicycle. Look at my bicycle. Where am I coming from, okay?
Well, joining us now to discuss this and also look at the spate of cases concerning the Nigerian Police Force and extortion, we do have security expert Chidi Omeje. He joins us live. Thank you so much for being here. It could have been even a conversation that many returning Nigerians would have loved to be on a broader scale. Hence why we're going to continue this conversation and try and ensure that we get the police force to also be part of it. But we're starting off with you, the very first part, Mr. Omeje. Let's talk about the spate of extortion. I know you possibly may have witnessed one, or you may have even come across a police officer who possibly asked you for one. You know, like, happy weekend, sir, what do we have? Even when your papers are complete, and so on and so forth. Please tell us, how can this menace be stopped?
Okay, thanks for having me. Look, the issue of police extortion or bribe and whatever Roger, whatever we decide to call it, is not a new phenomenon. It has always been here. And let me tell you something. I did my youth service in the 90s. At the police training school, Jos, when I was a police instructor as a youth corper. And and of course, we had this, what they call men on course. We had recruits coming for training, and then the men on course, people who are going for other ranks. So, but I was teaching the recruits. And let me tell you something. The condition of living there, the entire environment, everything there was to me as a young, as a young guy, living in university, coming to that place, I find it rather strange, that people are subjected to this kind of living conditions. And something struck me. I had some friends there, young guys like me who are recruits. And once we were sitting down and discussing, and they were telling me, man, I can't wait to pass out so that they will go out there and then be on the streets and then recoup some of these sufferings on the streets, roadblocks. I'm not making this up. This thing happened, and I'm telling you that it happened. So you could see that the mindset was actually built while there, because the recruitment process, the training, and everything screams punishment. It screams scandal. Screams, below par. So these guys were conditioned from the beginning to see police job as, something that is not meant for real professionals, but as a second option for people. So, well, in any case, every society gets the police they deserve. Police are not the only ones that are in this, are living this life. Of course, we know about the judicial system. We know about the NEPA people, the electricity people. We know about every sector of Nigerian society has been, corrupted to the point that what the police is doing has been emulated by this road safety, VIO, even so it's a pity that even the military guys on the highway have picked up this, street idiosyncrasy. So it is a culture that we have already in the country, and I don't think it's only the police, but it is concerning because the police guys are the biggest security agencies that interface with the people, and they bear gun, and we see them everywhere, and every now and then they interface with us. So it is more likely that you encounter them and you see this kind of thing. So it's not just the police, but then it's concerning because the police are meant to be law officers, law enforcers, and they are actually law breakers, as we are seeing here. So it is it's something that I do not know how we're going to go about it. It calls for ethical orientation. It calls for a lot of orientation, not just the policemen, but the entire society. It's a big issue, and that anybody who comes to this our climb, this is the first thing they get to see right from the airport. You see those guys, immigration people, the NDA people, all those people at the airport. You see that they have the same, character and orientation of bribery and extortion. So it's coming our way of life. A pity, so.
So
That's my initial reaction.
What would you say are some of the things that further strengthen this unfortunate scenario where we keep seeing bribery and corruption being a part of the trend in the Nigerian police force? Is it the fact that we don't really see strong action being taken against people who are caught involved in this issue? I mean, it's one thing to suspend and fire a police officer who's caught in corruption cases, but are they really made to face the law? So would you say that maybe lack of strong penalties is one of the reasons why this is further strengthened? And what are some of the other reasons why this has become, quote unquote, a norm?
To start with, all those things we see when they bring police, defaulting police to face court martials and all those things are just cosmetic things, just things to make us feel good that yes, indeed something's been done. Something's not been done because it's a systemic issue. If you catch them, the ones you bring to the office and then put on TV or on the media to say you are trying them, are just a minute. I don't know how to describe it. It's just one. It's indescribable. So every now and then, every day of our life, the policemen out there on the street are engaged in this act. It's undeniable. Nobody can deny it. But the real fact is that not just the police, even the military guys on checkpoints have caught up the buck. So the first thing, if we are talking about what we do, we have to do what we call root cause analysis. And our root cause analysis will reveal that at the bottom of all this thing is bad governance. It is bad governance that that makes it possible for people to see these kind of things as very attractive way of meeting their needs. If the policemen are well remunerated, if you give them very good working condition, just like you would have given other people, I think it will, to a large extent, bring down. But then look at it this way: even those who work in NNPC, that we know that they have been paid jumbo salaries, are they still not, mired in corruption? So if corruption, has become, I don't know, is a norm in our country, and I think that we blame it to bad governance. Bad governance means that we have bad judicial, criminal justice system. It means that you have, you don't prioritize your resources. It means that the government don't care about the people. It means that even the law enforcement agents on the street out there are hungry people who are looking for a way to augment the little salary we are paying them. And these are the people who you owe salaries. I remember that at the time, just some couple of months ago, some elements in the police force are planning to take the police to court, the police authorities to court, because they say that their ranks were not they were not given the promotion they deserve. So many things are bad. It's all about bad governance. So we need to strengthen it up from that root base before you think you can get it right. It's not something, all these cosmetic measures of bringing them to trial or the room trial and all those things are just face-saving measures that have not stopped it from happening. After this one showing me now, but tomorrow you will see that another one will be shown. It happens every day on a daily basis. So we need to get to the root causes before you think you can solve it. So this is just cosmetic measure, as far as I'm concerned.
Like I said, this is going to be a broader conversation because we want to have this on Breakfast Central to ensure that we can really focus on the causes, demerits, and the likes. We'd like you to please break it down for us. 3 ways in which Nigerian police force can ensure that these issues of extortion can be curbed. Just give us 3 ways. And we want these 3 ways to be resounding because we do have Nigerians who are coming back from the abroad, in quotes, and they're going to face these issues with police officers on the road. So quickly just tell us 3 ways as we're running out of time.
Well, the first thing to do is the police to recognize the fact that they need to do something about it. They need to be out there on the street, to do, even though I said it was a cosmetic measure, because I believe that dealing with the root cause measure would be better. But now that we have your tide on our hands and people are coming home and a lot of things will be happening on the traffic, I think I need to see the police authorities set up some kind of task force from the IG's office or whatever office to be steady on the road, to monitor the activities of these guys, to go to the express, to the black spots where we see the police guys do these kind of things, to monitor them. I cannot give you 3 points. I can only give you what I think. I believe that the best thing we can do is to be intentional about stopping it. I don't agree with the issue of cosmetic measures. I agree that we need to go back to the basics. That's what I think.
All right.
Cosmetic measures, you did say.
We'll come back to have a deeper conversation about this because I don't think that there's really any 1 to 3 steps to, getting rid of this. I think that it might be
that's the truth. There's no three-way step about it. It's about it's ethics something. It's orientation, and it's already imbibed. It's already internalized by most Nigerians. It's not just the police. For goodness' sake.
I completely agree with you. It's a values problem that we have as a nation, but we'll come back to talk about this on a much broader scale. Chidi Omeje, thank you so much for your time with us today.